Hello. I just wanted to take a moment to show you a little bit about what I'm doing on my latest project. This is Rebecca Fine at Laboratory Informatics Institute. For those of you who don't know me, I am the resident informatics researcher. I am in charge of product evaluations, software evaluations, standard evaluations, how those two interact, scholarly article writing, white papers. I do a little bit of everything at the Institute. But before I get too far into my project, I wanted to show you this is the standard that we will be evaluating all software and products against as we move forward, and this is the industry standard. I do also look at user experience and things like that, but I thought it would be important to show the ASTM standard, and this is the standard E1578-13, and this is the standard guide for laboratory informatics. So I'm not going to go through all of these standards with you today, but I just wanted to show you what they were, because I think it's important for you to be able to understand where I'm coming from in my evaluations as it relates to industry functionality for some of these various softwares. So today we are going to talk about LIMS, which is a Laboratory Information Management System, which, that's kind of what we do here at the Institute. I always enjoy it anyway. And we're going to talk about an open source product called Beeka. Beeka LIMS. It's a wonderful product, and I'm looking forward to being able to do the evaluation. So the first thing I always like to do, which is why we were at the bottom of the screen, the first thing I always like to do is look at the documentation whenever I'm starting out with a new product. And Beeka is a new product to me, but I've heard wonderful things about it, and I believe that it's a good product. So I like to primarily evaluate things that I think are good products. I do an honest and objective evaluation, but I'm inspired by things that I like. So if we click on the user manual, and I love open source products. I love to support the open source community whenever possible. I think that sort of thing is extremely important in this day and age. So here's the user manual. And again, I'm not going to go through the whole thing with you all, but do take some time to check it out. I haven't finished going all the way through it myself, but I wanted to get a video up that talks a little bit about our project here, because that's important to me. So the user manual, like any user manual, especially for open source projects, is a work in progress. And you see it says, thanks for your patience, in case you were wondering. So that will work itself out. Open source projects in general are like this because there's always development that's happening. They come from a collaboration within the open source community, the free and open source community often, which we refer to as FOSS. So, you get changes. But this manual is really well laid out. You see here's the workflow, and here's a nice little picture of the workflow as an example. So, this is a little bit about my most recent project, and I'm looking forward to taking this journey with all of you as it relates to Beeka LIMS. So Beeka is the first in our series that we're going to be looking at for our open source projects and products and software and things of that nature. And I'm looking forward to the journey. I hope you are too. And again, just to let you know, this is the standard we'll be using, the E1578-13, which is an ASTM standard. And I'm looking forward to having you all participate with me in this journey. Thank you. This is Rebecca Fine from the Laboratory Informatics Institute.